Shin, an analysis. He's a merciless killer. He wears a red mask covered in veins, and surprisingly, wears sneakers, even though he's pretty well dressed. I mean, look at that suit. He's none other than Shin, the antagonist of Dorohedoro. And in this video, we're going to analyze his character, design, and backstory. So get ready, guys, because things are about to get pretty violent. Design and symbolism. Shin is a member of the family of N, and is one of his most trusted hitmen. N paired him up with Noi, and since then, they are an undefeated duo. Shin's appearance conveys many things about his character. His suit and shirt make him look smart and differentiate him from the rest of the wizards and the citizens as a whole, who wear pretty much whatever. His glasses give him a more sophisticated look and indicate that although he's an assassin, he isn't a man blinded by his thirst for blood, and there is more depth to his character. He has a devil-made mask shaped like a heart, which he often wears with the front side being at the back of his head. The heart is a very prominent symbol in Shin's design. It's on his mask, and the word corazon can be seen when he opens the door on the other side. Corazon being heart in Spanish. The heart symbolizes his passion and energy when getting into a fight, but also indicates that he's a man full of emotions. His heart is filled with love for fights, care for Noi and Guru, and lots of unfiltered rage for his opponents. When I first saw Shin, I immediately thought, okay, he's going to be the classic antagonist that chases after our heroes like a mad dog. But the mangaka treats both the N family and the Nikaido Kaiman duo as sort of co-protagonists. They get equal amount of screen time, equal amounts of characterization, and more importantly, we get to see things from their perspective, their struggles, their relationships, their power dynamics. And Shin and Noi's relationship is so wholesome. Shin may appear to ignore Noi, or be kinda disinterested in her displays of affection, but he deeply cares about her, and wouldn't let anyone hurt his partner in crime. Or in magical crime, I guess. The birth of the cleaner. Shin was the son of a regular man and a magic user. His mother died when he was still young, and Shin spent his days working with his father at his workshop. What nobody knew at the time was that Shin was a magic user as well. At the time, a group of fanatics were hunting down magic users in the hole, and when they found out that Shin's blood contained black particles, the boy became their next target. You see, black particles in the blood are a sign that a person is a magical user. They tortured and killed his father and chased after him. And this is where Shin gets his favorite hammer. It was a tool in his father's workshop. A tool that will become his weapon of choice and that will forever remind him of his past. In order to be able to cast magic, Shin sliced his arms in a search for the veins that would produce the magical smoke. This is why adult Shin still has scars all over his hands later in the story. His magical power, live vivisection, the ability to chop people into pieces without killing them, is a symbol for his ferocity and mirrors the pain he had to inflict upon himself in order to activate his ability. And this is where he meets with Noi, who at the time was working as a bouncer for one of N's restaurants. Young Shin was searching for a magic user with healing powers in order to restore his arms, and stole some food from the place Noi worked. Noi, who at the time looked like this for some reason, wanted to fight with him, and healed his injuries in order to have a fair fight. Shin, of course, being Shin, proceeded to fight dirty and knocked her out with his hammer. Their deep connection was solidified when Shin later on jumped in front of Noi and took the full force of an explosion at his back, effectively returning the favor for restoring his arms. This selfless action shows that Shin is more than just a ruthless killer. Somewhere inside his heart, there is still this kind little teenager who lived peacefully in the hole. With this action, Shin proved that he can have emotions and he can care for other people and not just be a killing machine. And I mean, think about it. Even though he grew up to become a cleaner, he never attacks random people, nor does he use his magic on helpless citizens of the hole. He's so much different than the other magic users. And it makes sense, because there was a time he used to be one of them after all. One of these poor souls still living in the hole. The verdict. In my previous Dorohedoro video on Nikaido, which you can see by clicking here by the way, I talked about how Nikaido's character has so many layers that can't be seen with just a quick glance. And I gotta say the same thing can be said about Shin. He has so many different influences, like En, Noi. And he reacts so differently based on who he's talking to. If you think he's one note or just another angry anime guy, think again and look at the breadth of his interactions with different people. This is no ordinary cleaner. If you like this video, then you have to check out my Nikaido analysis. If you want to see more Dorohedoro videos, then click like and smash that subscribe button. Leave your comments below telling me which character from Dorohedoro you would like me to analyze next. In case you're new to my channel, I have made a lot of videos on different series like Vinland Saga, Goblin Slayer, The Faraway Paladin, so you might want to check these videos out as well. Until next time, my fellow magic users.